Freeman are that the only real responsibility of a business is to make money for the owners. In this article, he explains that he believes that corporate executives are employees, so the main job is to make money for the owners. At the same time, if a company spends money on other things like reducing pollution or helping the poor, it means that it's using the shareholders' money for something else that they didn't agree to. At the same time, Freeman said that this means that executives are acting more like politicians than business people. He also talked that companies shouldn't try to solve social problems because that's the job of governments and individuals. And he believed that if people can give their own money to good causes and if they want to, they can do it. But companies which are owned by many people shouldn't, because they shouldn't make the decision for everyone. Another key point that Friedman mentioned in the article is that business leaders usually don't have the skills or the knowledge to fix social issues. For example, someone who works in the finance field is great at making deals, but that doesn't mean that they have the knowledge or the skill or that they know how to stop pollution, for example. And also for Friedman, focusing on anything other than profit could lead to socialism, and he thought that that was dangerous because trying to give business a social mission could lead to a system where politics control business decisions. Usually means by the concept of unleashing human magic is helping people feel inspired, respected, and connected to a bigger purpose. So he thinks that when workers feel like that, they do amazing things, and that's the magic he talks about. Jolie at the same time believes that employees are the heart of any business, and leaders should take care of them. This means listening to them, supporting them, and giving them the chance to grow and use their talent. A good example of this is when Jolie talks about the experience he had in the company because a child came with a sick dinosaur because the head of the dinosaur was disconnected of the body. So instead of the employee just telling him of getting a new dinosaur, he performed a medical procedure on the dinosaur. So this is what Jolie means by unleashing human magic. It's about employees going beyond their normal job to do something kind and meaningful. And are these moments happen when people take care, take action, and make a difference in someone's life. Freeman's idea that profits are the only real goal of business makes sense in one part because, after all, I know business needs to make money to survive. However, I don't fully agree with this idea because in today's world, business have a much bigger role in society. So people expect companies to take care about their employees, about customers, about the environment, about the communities, and not just their profit. Friedman believed that if a company focuses only on making money, it will automatically help the society by creating jobs, products, and services. But this idea doesn't work always in the real life because some companies have made money while harming the planet, treating workers unfairly, and ignoring social problems. That's why many people today believe that business should do more than just earn profits. They should act responsibly and ethically. Jolie has a different point of view. He thinks that the companies are at their best when they focus on purpose and people and not just in profits. At the same time, he believes that when people feel inspired and connected to a meaningful mission, they are more productive and motivated. It's for that I think that Jolie's idea is more powerful today because greed alone is not enough, and businesses should try to make a positive impact in the world while still being financially strong. Today, the social responsibility goes far beyond just making money. In the modern world, people expect companies to take care of their employees, protect the environment, support communities, and behave ethically. It's no longer enough for a company to only focus on make profits. The article also shows how this idea has changed over time. It explains how many companies today are trying to show they care about social issues. For example, after the death of George Floyd, many companies spoke out and donated money to support equality and justice. A good example of modern business responsibility is Patagonia, that is an outdoor clothing company that gives part of its profits to environmental causes and also encourage people to buy fewer clothes to reduce waste.